Hey everybody, I am back today with another memory planner process video. This is the last planner process that I have for you using the Peach Ridge collection. I do have a video coming up for Laurel Sketches Reimagines next month that is a 12 by 12 video using my Peach Ridge collection. So I have my last little August wood veneer, and I'm setting aside these hexagons that I had fussy cut before because I want to use them up. And my photos are normal this week. So we do have weeks that are very heavy photos. We have weeks that are very light photos. This is kind of just an average sort of week. So I'm going to flick through my embellishments, set aside the ones I think I might be able to use for this week's process video, and then I can go ahead and kind of start getting some pattern paper down on my spread and figuring out the journaling and plans and things like that. I do want to use the letter stickers. I still have a bunch of them. I have these new beautiful labels. This is the lined labels stamp set from Ellie Studio, and I want to use the more saturated patterns and colors in this Peach Ridge collection. So I am choosing from my swatch book a couple of kind of more bright saturated colors that appear in the kit. And I'm going to grab 2 ink colors that match, and then I have those lined label stamps that I really want to use. So you can see here I'm choosing, again, those more saturated colors, this paper that has the peaches on one side and the pretty plaid on the other. I am going to decide to very carefully pull up some of my photos, which is totally fine because my Kuretake tape runner will hold things in place, but it doesn't hold things in place so tight that you can't move them if you need to. So I just have a meme here that I wanted to document. Sometimes I do that. There are certain memes, especially the ones from Sweatpants and Coffee. She gets me. I have my functional planner kind of hanging out off to the side off camera, and that's going to help me now to be able to stamp these labels. So this stamp set does come with coordinating dies if you want them. I probably should pick them up, but for now I opted not to, which is okay because you guys know a little fussy cutting doesn't bother me in the least. So I'm going to go through now with all my functional plans, the things I want to document in this spread, and I'm going to stamp out a bunch of these labels. So I'm primarily going to go ahead and use this label stamp for almost all of my plans across this spread, just for consistency and because brand new stamp set. I'm going to go ahead and use my letter alphabets and use them on a couple of little like plans or bits of journaling on this page. Mostly because I didn't use them at all, which was crazy, but I had lots of other things to use, so it was okay. I'm going to put watching underneath this little screenshot. I was kind of binging 2 shows this week, neither which have lots and lots of episodes, so they were pretty easy, but 2 of my favorites. And I'm also going to go ahead and continue to use those more saturated patterns, especially this peach one and the one for the plaid one too. Get that one down, and then I can kind of re-adhere my photos a little bit. I worked a little differently through this week, so usually I would go through and do all the patterns, and then I would go through and I would do all of the stamping if I want to do stamping or journaling, and then I would go through and do like all the embellishments. And this week I kind of worked day by day, which is a little bit different than what I usually do, but it was totally fine. Sometimes it's good to kind of like mix it up. I am going to stamp tons of these labels. Also, I love these labels. So I don't do Ellie Studios kits or things like that, but their stamps are fabulous. I keep a close eye on their new releases. I also have one of my dear friends, Susanna, is on their design team, so she is very quick to let me know if there is a stamp set coming out that I absolutely need. I want to get really good impression with my stamps and these labels. I don't want to have to stamp them a couple times, and I don't want to have to drag out my MISTI. So what I'm going to do is ink up my stamp really good. I'm going to place it onto my cardstock, and then I let it sit. Firm, even pressure, but let your stamp rest a little bit. That really allows the stamp to get really good, I don't know what the word is, like really good contact with the paper. I'm going to go ahead and kind of trim up this photo. So this is a photo of Logan. This was the week of his first day of school. So I'm going to use, I kind of pulled the photo up, trimmed it down a little bit so I could add a bit of pattern paper behind it to give that photo a little bit of a pop so it kind of stands out on my spread. And then I'm going to go ahead and I am going to use those cute little letter stickers again, and I'm just going to spell out first day of school. Again, because I have loads of these letter stickers left and I want to use them up. And also, again, because this was like the biggest thing that happened this week it was Logan's first week of 10th grade. So I did end up having to pull my MISTI out because this really large label, it absolutely wouldn't stamp nice with the acrylic black, which is fine. It is a larger journaling piece. It's not anything small. And generally, if I am stamping a larger image, I do like to use my MISTI because you just get a better impression because there's so much more surface area on a larger stamp. So I have my little Stampin' Bug here. Gonna go ahead and press down on that and then I'll be fine. And it's not a big deal. I used my original MISTI, not my ginormous MISTI, so it's all good. Quick clean off my stamp with a Huggies Baby Wipe and move on. In case you were wondering, my Catherine Polar ink colors today are a Grass Skirt and Mandarin Spice. Once I have all of my labels stamped and in place, I can grab a pen and do all the journaling. For my decor this week, I'm going to start with those hexagons. So these hexagons I had fussy cut for a previous spread, and I don't want them, and I also had some fussy cut for a layout that I created, but I don't want them to kind of get lost in the shuffle. So since I know this is going to be my last memory planner spread using the Peach Ridge collection, I am kind of going through my kit again and trying to use up as much of it as I can. And these fussy cut hexagons were the first thing I thought, well, we need to use these up so they're not kind of just floating around here. Next up, I had this like one little decor sticker. It was like just the last sticker on a sheet. So I definitely wanted to use that, get that on a page, get that on this page, and then you can see there, empty sticker sheet. Whoop, whoop. Okay, and now I'm just looking for areas that need a bit of embellishment or a bit of decor. I'm going to go ahead and go through this die cuts that came in the kit. And those die cuts actually are, a lot of those die cuts are the darker, more saturated tones that I'm trying to stick to for this spread. The printables were more the lighter pink or the lighter peachy tones. There was this bucket barrel of peaches that said Taste of Summer, which I put beside my pictures of my tomatoes because, while they're not peaches, we definitely consider tomatoes and making tomato sauce as a summertime tradition that we usually do every year. When it comes time for me to decorate my memory planner pages, a lot of time what I am looking for primarily are areas that there is trapped white space. So areas that kind of stick out like a sore thumb as being kind of trapped or unfinished. And that's where I add my decor to. And that's where we are going to call this memory planner spread done. I am super excited to dig into the September Doodles and Dashes kit and see what I can make with those products. I did buy an extra sticker kit with that collection. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.